Hey, what's up, everybody? Remember, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want to. Appreciate it. Thanks. Trying to think of ways to keep the channel active. So, I was actually thinking, and you can leave comments, and I was thinking maybe I wonder if I could do some like voiceover or something and talk over some of the matches of me and Mike playing. I don't know if people would be interested in that. I do know that I feel like I got to get my fingers more moving though, because definitely when I played him, back in the day when I was playing, if you remember, if you're old enough to remember, people used to accuse me of using like turbo and everything in these games because I used to be able to hit Ryu's dizzy combo in this game really well and recognize when it happens, but I just feel I'm just older now, dude. It's been a long fucking time. So I've just been defaulting to the mash on duck short sweep because that's kind of like the default if you're not going to recognize what happens and if you're like too slow for the dizzy combo. So it feels a little fraudulent, and I know people, they want to see me play Guy and do some of the more wacky setups with Guy, but to be honest, like playing someone that like is as good as Mike, I need to get a little bit more warmed up, I feel like, and play the game a little bit more regularly because he's just too solid to do regular Guy sort of stuff on. And some of that more crazy Guy stuff that I've showed him videos before are, they require quick kind of like car cancel kind of stuff. So practicing that in a real match is difficult against someone as good as he is, obviously. But I've thought about it. But if you like the videos, of course, or to share the videos or something like that, because again, generally speaking, I wouldn't even care to play video games besides very, very randomly, but I kind of think of it as like a life experience to play someone like him again. And people are always saying, oh, show us a match of you playing. So I'm showing matches of me playing. I mean, well, what are you going to do, right? Anyway, so something I'll show here that maybe not a lot of people know unless they actually play this game a little bit more. Kind of like some of the obscure kind of cross-up stuff you can do in the corner. Now, of course, there are cross-ups that work for both player 1 and player 2. Some are unique, and generally speaking, some player 2 tends to have a little bit more unique cross-up stuff they can do in the corner. Some stuff for player 1, but generally player 2 gets a little bit more, specific stuff. But something that maybe is not known is just like when the dude is in the corner period, you can do some kind of specific cross-up stuff. And I'm showing this specifically because in this game, obviously, the Shotos are very powerful. But this is something that specifically tends to work a little bit easier versus Shotos for whatever reason because of their hurt boxes. But something like this, so say with Birdie, if I were to do, that always crosses up, see? His jump fierce. Now, unfortunately, Birdie, the game doesn't count you as charging, so Birdie can't try to do his dizzy combo off it, which is unfortunate. But that's a weird kind of mix-up he gets, and then if he does other button, it won't cross up. So the mix-up is, what side is he going to land on? But the fierce always puts him in the corner, unless you get like a weird sort of mix-up when you land. Other characters do have mix-ups like that as well, but that specific thing works a little bit actually easier versus Shotos, right? It's actually kind of a little bit of a weakness that the Shoto characters have actually specifically. Again, some characters you can do that as well, and with other characters' tool sets. But I thought Birdie was a good example of that because I don't know, people for some reason, I don't know why they try to say Birdie is shit in this game, but I think Birdie, I would say Birdie's in the low tier, but he's in the mix of the low tier. In terms of, I don't think he's like outright the worst. I don't think he's outright the best. Like the low tier is it's a cluster of characters. The better characters in the game just generally, like I said, they tend to be able to kill you off the sort of coin flip part in this game. As that cat just refused to move. It didn't move until I started moving. Okay, let me show you something else. See, the cat stopped again. I'm gonna move and it's gonna start moving. It likes Birdie. Isn't that kind of weird that it likes Birdie? Did you know that game knowledge of the game? If you didn't know that, put it in the comments that the cat stops moving if you stop moving because the cat is afraid of you. Did you know that? Is the cat going to say, yep. Isn't that interesting? Very random trivia for this game. I don't know if you know that, but if the cat thinks you're looking at it, the cat will not move. Is that not fucking weird? That is some mamachiski. That is some mamachiski if you did not know that about this game. Very fucking random. Let me show you something else in this game, actually. Let's see. Let's get this game going again. I want to show you another weird mix-up that you can do. So we'll pick Ryu, and again, this is a Shoto kind of mix-up. And actually, I did this in one of the matches versus Mike, which was actually, if you watch the sets against that I played him. So Ryu actually has a safe jump set up against other Shotos, depending on how the Super Hurricane kick hits, actually. Now, of course, you can roll, so you got to get ready to do the dizzy combo if you want, but this is also, and this works for player one, so, and this is, if you've ever played the game, sometimes you don't get the full hit Hurricane kick, and it only hits a few times. So, let's see. What am I doing? Oh, fuck, wait, I was going to show a different mix-up, wasn't I? I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so this one works versus other characters too, but let's just show this, because this is what I did when he was playing Charlie, thinking about it. Oh, shit, sorry. So if you saw there, right, this is actually a perfect jump setup when you do that, right? So if I do, let's try this. I can't super. Look at these fraudulent controllers. Okay, I'm sorry. You see how late that hit, right? So then that's like a perfect jump setup right there. Perfect high-low, because it will always, it's perfect. It's perfect, right? Oh, so that time I got the cross up, right? So I'm trying to think, what did I do? Oh yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so that's like a player one only cross up you can get backward, right? So I was trying to show something that is the Shoto only mix up. I was getting confused what I was about to show. So that's the Shoto mix up, like that specific one where you can put yourself behind as player one. That does not work for us other characters, but you know. Oh my god, I need a new fucking controller, dude. I can't even fucking. Yeah, so I'm sure if you saw those matches, I missed some easy kind of fucking super shit. Where's my level 3? Jesus fucking Christ, man. This controller's a little fucking fraudulent, right? I'm sure if you, that's why, you know, I was talking to Mike and he was like, oh, is it like lagging a lot? You know, and I'm like, I think it's lag and these controllers are just, they're fucking old Sega Saturn controllers. Like I said, sometimes I just miss fucking fireballs and stuff on it. They're old. So I don't think it's all necessarily lag when I'm playing him. I just think I'm fucking old and these controllers are old and kind of shitty, that's all. But anyway, so that's kind of a weird little thing. That was a mix-up I showed in one of the videos and I actually hit. Yeah. Anyway, remember if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.